Hi, Joe Murphy again, and I'm talking to you about the 6 rules to having a successful life. I've been going over the past few days or videos what it entails to have a successful life, and I've been doing a video in sequence, and I'm going to do a brief recap as to where we are because we've covered so much material. So in order for you to have a successful life, no matter what you decide to do with yourself from this point on, if you don't do anything else on this video, do this. No matter what your profession is, I want you to aim at something. We are goal-seeking creatures. You need to have a vision for yourself as to where you're taking yourself, your career, your profession, and what you want to be or who you want to become or what you want to do in 3 to 5 and even 10 years from now. And I give this advice out all the time on the Leadership Academy. You have to have a vision for yourself. If you don't have a vision as to where you want to go or what you want to become or what you want to do with your life, you're going to get blown around by the opinions of others. I tell people who are directors or who are managers or even first-time supervisors, or even if they're not managing someone, set a goal to become the best in your profession or the best on your team, to be really good at what you do, to excel at it. And the other piece of advice, and those of you who are clients of mine who attend the Leadership Academies, I say this: aim to be a vice president if you're not a vice president already. And if you're a vice president, aim to be president. You can't go wrong becoming or aiming at becoming a vice president. This is the most critical factor. Without it, you cannot be successful. Everything will start distracting you. And with a vision, everything becomes noise that's not aligned to where you're going. Number 2, don't compare yourself to others. We covered this in great detail on a previous video. I won't go through it again. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. As you're making the journey, as taking the steps in order to achieve your vision, all you have to compare yourself to is what you did yesterday to what you need to do today. Don't beat yourself up for what you didn't do yesterday. Just take what you didn't do and move it in today and begin doing it. Second thing is compare yourself to who you were in the past, and that will help you become more successful. And last, aim for excellence. Become excellent at what you're doing. That is where you need to go. The third aspect that I want to leave you with here is this idea of being in the comfort zone. Whatever you do, you've got to move past or outside of the comfort zone. I posted that on a previous video. I won't go into details. You want to get to the edge. When you get to the edge of where you feel comfortable, you're going to feel a lot of discomfort. You're going to feel anxiety. You're going to feel a little bit of stress because you're stretching yourself. You're going to take on new skills because you're going towards your vision. And what happens is you're developing yourself. And as you develop yourself and you realize that you can develop these skills or achieve milestones towards your vision, you're going to develop self-confidence. I've got this saying, and it's competence before confidence. I'm going to say it again. Competence before confidence. It's so true. You can't be self-confident unless you are competent. All right, here's the one I want to hit today. Read. I've got a whole video on this. I think I've got like 300 likes on this video, over 90. I think it's like 90 different comments. I'm going to post a link to it because it goes into detail. Read for 1 hour each day. That changed my entire life 30 years ago. I was going nowhere. I was floating, and I came across a Brian Tracy video that said, read an hour a day in your field. Read first thing in the morning before you do anything else. Sit down and read, because your first hour of the day is called the rudder of your day. This is when your alpha brain wavelengths are at its optimal state for reprogramming your mind. So you want to make sure you're reading something that's inspirational, educational, motivational, or spiritual. Okay, I'm going to say it again. inspirational, educational, motivational, or spiritual. I call them the 4 L's based upon the last 2 letters of each one of those words. Those 4 L's will uplift you. They'll make you feel good about yourself. But not only that, you'll become an expert in your field. If you read an hour a day, and I took this to heart, and I started reading 2 hours a day, I saw so much change happen in my life. And frankly, it made me feel good. But I saw so much change in my life. I started reading 2 hours a day, even went to 3 hours at one point. And I run today, I work out, I walk with headphones on. And people think I'm listening to music, but I'm listening to tape programs, what I call tape programs. Programs that are inspirational, motivational, educational, or spiritual to keep me going. I'm reprogramming my mind. And what this has done for me is just changed my life. I went from poverty to, I won't say prosperity, but did pretty well. I'm very fortunate. I went from a poverty mindset to also an abundance mindset. I'm very happy, very pleased. This advice that I've given people, this advice has changed their life. This one thing, reading is exercise to the mind as running or physical exercise is to the body. Reading is exercise to the mind as running or physical exercise is to the body. Mark my words. Get out a book tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, and read for 1 hour a day. And, excuse me just for a second, take notes. Take notes. This book is from 1998. This is when I started. Or was it 1997? Doesn't matter. 1997. Actually, 1997. December 1st. Here's a thick notebook of all these notes that from different books that I read. Okay, if you don't know where to start, just start writing. What this does, it makes you focus and concentrate, and it keeps you from going to look at your iPhone and look and scroll through the iPhone. Do this first thing in the morning. It'll change your life. I'm Joe Murphy, and I am here for your success. If you have any questions, you can direct message me or put comments below. I will answer them. I've got a couple that I'm going to address later. Thank you for watching, and I wish you much success.